Welcome to another module. Now, this is where we start to get extremely practical. This is where I start to share stuff that I'm never, ever going to share on YouTube because it's just too powerful. And there's some things where when you take action, like this is more than just money. It's about value exchange. It really is. When someone is willing to put in hours and hours and hours of effort for something, and then they give that energy to someone else who doesn't need to put in any of the effort, and the information that they give that person is able to take them from point A to point B like that, instead of that person having to go through hours. I feel like there needs to be some form of value exchange, and this Patreon is where it's at. So this is where we're about to get extremely practical. This is where I start to give you hacks that I figure out in my own life. This is where I start to give you the shortcuts. This is where I start to give you the tactics that you're never really going to hear anywhere else. But anyways, let's talk about game. So I kind of want to call, so we're going to call this game like Sasuke, right? This is going to be the first module. And basically what it is just going to be me giving very straightforward tactics, not necessarily principles, but straight up just straight tactics, hacks, right? Little secret shortcuts that you can use, you can pull out of your pocket at any time to use on any girl, and it will always work. And I mean this when I say it will always work, okay? So this one is called the Coconut Girl secret, the Coconut Girl hack, whatever you want to call it. We'll just call it the Coconut Girl hack, okay? Now, this is something I got from my mentor, who's an absolute genius when it comes to game and seducing females, and I'm not anywhere near his level yet, keyword yet. I'm going to surpass him one day, but this is something that he gave me years ago, and I've used it on a plethora of females, and when I say it works, 100% of the time, it works 100% of the motherfucking time, okay? So let's just get straight into it. So what is, MK Brad, the Coconut Girl hack? So basically this is what happens, right? You see a girl, you're talking to a girl, whether you know her already or it's a new girl, whatever. You're in a conversation with a female, and you're gonna pull this out. You're gonna go, has anyone told you that you're a coconut girl? What is a coconut girl? Exactly, it has no meaning. So she's gonna go, what's a coconut girl? No one's ever told me. So let's just kind of rehash that. So you're talking to a girl. Has anyone ever told you you're a coconut girl? She goes, no, because she's never heard it before. No one has. She goes, oh. And you go, oh, whatever. And you just continue talking about whatever. You just change the subject. What is she going to do? She's going to go, hey, what's a coconut girl? You don't tell her. This is a secret. Now, it seems so simple, but it covers so many different prefaces of game and attraction. Now, when you go, you know what a coconut girl is? You're so much of a coconut girl. And she goes, I don't know what that is. Please tell me. And you don't tell her. What this does is so many different things. It draws curiosity. It draws mystery. It draws FOMO because you know something that she doesn't know. But also you're drawing her attention. And the reason why this works is because you're telling her something about her that she doesn't know about herself. So you're telling her something, you're picking up on something, and you're telling her, hey, I noticed something about you, but I'm not going to let you know what it is. And in a female's brain, this goes crazy. This makes her go insane. She needs to know what it is. Now, when you go, hey, are you a coconut girl? And anyways, when you go, hey, are you a coconut girl? And she goes, no, what's a coconut girl? And you're like, God, I can just, you can be playful with it, just, man, in my direct experience, I swear you're a coconut girl. Like, make sure you're smiling. Make sure it's like a positive thing. I swear to God, you're a coconut girl. Like, you're just so... It's so funny too. You don't even know what a coconut girl is, and you're 100% a coconut girl. It's so funny to me. And then she says, "Oh, just tell me what it is." You're like, "Oh my, you're being a coconut girl right now." I love it. Like when you do shit like that, like when you're saying these things and she doesn't know what it is, it's drawing curiosity so strongly. Now, here's what makes this even more powerful. No matter how many times she says, "Please tell me what the fuck a coconut girl is," right? No matter how many times she asks, no matter how many times she nudges you, pokes fun at you, like. Girls are going to try to play with you. They're going to try to fight you and be like, I'm not going to continue a conversation with you unless you tell me what a coconut girl is. Whenever they do that, right? No matter how hard she fights, you don't ever tell her. Ever. You don't tell her, right? The whole point of this attraction game is the part where she doesn't know anything, the curiosity, the mystery. So as soon as you tell her the game, it's over. It's gone. It's wiped out. Right? The power in this is the curiosity. So no matter how hard she fights you on this, you don't tell her what it is. And you can just keep playing it. Now, you don't want to push this too far, right? This is only supposed to last like max 5 to 10 minutes, right? After after that, like, you don't want to ever call her a coconut girl again on a separate day. Maybe another day, but like, you don't want to continuously push this, right? You just want to call her coconut girl. So basically, let's just rehash what this would look like one more time. So like, you're talking to a girl, you're having a conversation with her. You go, hey, just out of curiosity, has like anyone ever told you like how much of a coconut girl you are? And she's gonna be like, what's a coconut girl? And you'd be like, wait, you don't know what a coconut girl is? Everyone knows what a coconut girl is. And you're just gonna be playing around with it. She'd be like, I don't know what a coconut girl is. Please tell me. And you're like, wait, that's the most coconut. That's exactly what a coconut girl would say. Stop playing with me. You really don't know what a coconut girl is? And she'd be like, what? And you'd be like, you're just acting like a coconut girl right now. And it's like just building that curiosity, right? And this draws so much attraction, right? And once again, you want to be very, very playful. You need to be making sure that you're smiling, you're laughing, you're like pushing, you're teasing her. It's all about being playful, teasing her. That's what attraction is, right? Now, if you're being like, you don't know what a coconut girl is, like if you're being demeaning and being like, very disdainful, like in negative, it's all about how you present it, right? You want to be positive, you want to be fun, right? But this is a tactic you can use. Now, coconut girl, why does it even call it that? Well, that's just what my mentor taught me. Like, that's just his phrase. You can use this on anything. The thing that I use is cherry girl. Like, you're such a cherry girl, right? You can use this with anything. You're such a water bottle girl. You're such a door girl. Right? You can use it on anything, right? You can use any phrase as long as it's something that sounds appealing and that no one knows the meaning of except for you. And even you don't even know. I still to this day don't even know what a coconut girl is, right? Now, if you want to give her an answer, you can do something like this, right? So for the coconut girl example, now you're never supposed to tell her, but if you want to end the game on a good note and you want to tell her, right? She's pushing you so far, she's nagging you, yada, yada. Please just fucking tell me, right? You've gotten the curiosity, the mystery, and the attraction up to a certain height. And now you kind of just want to balance it out. You'd be like, all right, I'll tell you what a coconut girl is. I mean, just be playful. Come up with like I don't even know what a coconut girl is. You just come up with like a playful definition. So you could be like, I just kind of noticed that just a coconut girl is like this. It's like you're really hard on the outside, but like inside you're as soft and sweet as ever. Just like a coconut, right? Something as playful as that. And it's like, boom, right? Now you're telling her something about herself, right? So let's kind of just break this down, right? So first you use, hey, you're a coconut girl, right? And she's like, I don't know what that is. You're building this curiosity. You're being playful. You're being teasing, right? And over a period of time, she's like, she wants to know. So you build up that curiosity, that attraction. And then boom, if you ever do tell her what it is, you tell her something positive about herself. Now she's like, I am hard on the outside and I am kind of soft on the inside, right? It's kind of like, hey, so I'll tell you what a coconut girl is. Like, you're really hard on the outside. You kind of put on this big, strong front, but really on the inside, you're soft and sweet. But it just takes time to really get to know you in order to make sure that, to open yourself up, right? You really don't like people giving your full self when you're meeting somebody for the first time, right? It's just like over time is when you become more soft and more outspoken with an individual. It just takes time for someone to get to know you, right? That's true for everybody. That's true for everybody, right? So she's gonna be like, yeah, that is true. And you're telling her something positive about herself. And now she's like, oh my God, this guy's a genius. He just broke me down and he just gave me something I've never understood about myself. Once again, everyone is like that. But I've never understood this about myself. And all she knows is that you melted her brain and that you're this intelligent individual that is able to read people and tell her something about herself that she never fucking knew, right? And then boom, it's like, this guy knows so much about me. You knew her for 5 minutes. Or you don't know her at all, but it just works like a charm. She's thinking in her brain, wow, this guy, he knows so much about me. And before that, you build up all this curiosity and attraction within her. And now she's just sobbing over you. It works like a charm. If you can remember, it's all about the delivery. You want to really prioritize being positive, being playful, being teasing, and fun, right? So you're such a coconut girl. There should be a giant grin on your face. There should be positive emotions. It should be teasing, playful, just like you're teasing your little sister, just like you're teasing all your female cousins or your female friends, right? You're just teasing her. You're being fun. You're being playful. And this is going to build attraction, that curiosity with the fun, the playfulness. And then you give her an answer. If you do decide to give her an answer, it's something very positive about herself. It's something like she's like, oh my God, he just melted my brain. I didn't know this about myself. And now she's deeply attracted to you because you just stood out off this super simple tactic, right? So this is what I'm talking about. I'm just going to start giving on this Patreon. I'm going to start giving very, very direct, concise tactics that you can just pull out of your pocket. You can use at any time on any girl, anywhere, in any context. It just works, all right? So be sure to use it. If I'm giving you this information, you have to make a promise with me. You have to use it. I'm not giving this just so you can just not use it. You know what I mean? So if you have a girl in your life that you have a crush on right now, next time you have a conversation with her, use it. You know what? I'm not sure if anyone has ever told you this, but just like, I'm kind of picking up that you're really a coconut girl. Huh? What's a coconut girl? What? You don't know what a coconut girl is? That's such a coconut girl thing to say. Well, I really don't know. Tell me. Come on, you don't know the coconut, like, just keep pushing it, and then you can just change the topic, right? So only talk about the coconut girl thing for maybe like 20 seconds. She's like, oh, tell me. You're like, oh, come on. After like she says, tell me 2 or 3 times, switch the subject and just talk about whatever you want and just ignore her. All right. And then if she keeps nudging you, building that curiosity and that playfulness, then that's when you tell her. It works like a charm. Be sure to use it.